I was barely even outside, but that smokiness of the Canada smoke, I barely was even out there, and it just kind of got my throat and my eyes a little bit. That was a little weird. Just spent like an hour on stream figuring out what kind of halfway creative idea I could come up with for a video at this time of day, 3:11 in the morning on July 17th, 2026 right now, by the way. Trying to figure out something. I'm trying to not just throw shit at a wall, I'm trying to not just be basic with some of these ideas when I do repetitive McDonald's videos, but the only options really were McDonald's and Burger King, so I was just thinking of what I could do in that realm, and this is kind of just what I came up with, kind of a basic idea, but I figured we would do McDonald's where the burger just kind of keeps getting bigger, and the selections here, as you can see, we've got a plain cheeseburger on the left side of the screen, extra cheese. We've got a triple cheeseburger in the middle of the screen, extra cheese. And we've got a double quarter pounder on the right side of the screen, extra cheese. So it's, ASMR where the burger just keeps getting bigger. How about that? Not bad, right? Not great, but it's something. And I was we were talking about, I need the optics of the burger to do a good job at conveying the concept, and I think they're doing quite alright, if you ask me. Let me get some more Diet Coke going right here real quick, because my goodness, we're gonna need it. Cool. So, plain cheeseburger here. Optically very small. Cannot even see the burger from the outside because of the cheese, and that's kind of just how these always go. Man, the extra cheese does a lot of work on the basic plain cheeseburger. I think these got a really good bake on them as well. I think they did a good job tonight. Good. Ran through that one. Could you tell that I was good? I would say on a hunger scale, I'm like a little bit of a middle ground. I usually get my McDonald's when I'm a little bit more hungry than this. I ate like 12 hours ago is when I did my last video. And so I think that that was that devouring was fueled by the goodness and of the taste of the burger, a bit more than the hunger side of things, when sometimes I inhale these because I'm just starving. I actually had to when I do these pickup orders, because I do pickup orders, I try to set my setup up and then do the pickup order as I'm leaving. I accidentally did my pickup order. I accidentally hit the button on stream when I did not have any of this set up yet. So I had to rush off stream, rush to get this done, rush to get there in a timely manner. I was worried about my food sitting on a shelf and waiting forever, but I think we're okay. Got the triple. This thing is so fucking heavy. It might even be heavier. It is heavier than this. I was doing the math, and the burger, so quarter pounders, right? These are quarter pound beef patties. These patties are 1/10 of a pound, I believe. It's says it in the app, 1/10. So I had to get, I was getting a triple, so there's 3, so that's 3/10. So I had to go get a double quarter pounder, to get double quarters, to get half pound, to be bigger than the 3/10, because a quarter is not bigger than 3/10. But this thing is so fucking fat. It is so fucking fat and heavy feeling compared to this one. I'm being so serious. This is actually heavier. It might not be bigger, but this is actually heavier. Look at that. Oh my god, that triple cheeseburger looks insane. You know that there's a video on my channel. It's like it's one of my top videos. I think it's like my 5th or 6th or 7th video on my channel, popular wise. And I think it's popular solely because of how the cheese on the triple cheeseburger melted. And I think this is kind of similar to that. And it looks so good in the thumbnail that I think, it got me more views. So hopefully this one will do some of that work again. This bite's about to be absolutely obscene. That was the bite of all bites. Oh, the burger is so soggy and soft. It was perfect. Oh yeah, look at that. Dare I say, that burger almost might have been too cheesy. That was one of the best McDonald's burgers I've ever had. It was like the perfect kind of sogginess to go with like a triple cheese, you know what I mean? Like, you want something almost on the sloppier side of things. I don't usually like a soggy bun, but that thing melted in my mouth when I was taking the bites. I've only been recording for 13 minutes, and that's, with the setup time and stuff included, and the thumbnail and whatnot. And we're already down 2 burgers. I was worried this video would be short. We might be. Wow. I need to let that sit for a second before we get to this burger, don't you think? We were talking on my stream as well about, I kind of want to make other types of ASMR videos. I can't really tell if it's just an itch that I've got to do it. Like, I always have an itch for that, but, in a world where I'm getting a little bit less creative with my video ideas for this channel, and I'm not feeling as much like impact or inspiration on my ideas, I guess I don't know how to explain it. Like, I wouldn't mind a world where I cut back on a couple of these videos per week and did maybe, 4 to 5 of them, something around that range. And then with the extra time, I would take a day or so out of the week that I would either be not only dedicating a bit more time to my streaming stuff, but I want to make some sorts of regular ASMR videos and some sorts of gaming ASMR videos, but not on this channel, because that's not a good thing to do algorithmically. It would be terrible. I would want to do it on a different channel, but I at the same time think that the regular ASMR and the style of gaming ASMR that I maybe do maybe don't need to be on this channel or on the same channel either. Do I feel like I need to be making 2 separate ASMR channels aside from this one? I don't think I should be doing that, but I might end up doing it. So what? I just don't know yet. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. I know there's people that want me to do gaming videos and a couple of other types of videos that they ask. I can't really do them on here because it is a food channel. But that is something I really want to do. Some of my top ideas for the gaming thing is like kind of like longer-ish videos for you to chill, background noise kind of. Like 30 minutes to an hour. The games I really want to do: Slay the Spire, #1, Pokemon, Minecraft, oh my god, what was the other one? I already lost the other one. Arc Raiders, that's not it though. There was another one. Oh, it was Roblox. I don't know much about Roblox though. I just feel like there'd be some good Roblox games to do ASMR-ish with. I could figure, just longer-ish. You know what I mean? Kind of a different type of vibe, a different type of... I don't know. I want to do them. I think they'd be fun to make. It's just I don't know about how often I'd want to do them or the longevity. Will I scratch the itch easily? Do I want to commit to it in another... And then there's part of me that's like, what if I did it for like a YouTube membership thing on this channel? You could pay to... I don't want people to have to pay for that stuff. I don't think that's... I just don't feel that's worth it. I don't really want to make anybody pay to watch any of my videos. I just don't like that. If you have any thoughts though, let me know. COD Zombies, gaming videos, ASMR, I could, it'd be fun to try. It's just also, I want to do them like, they gotta be done in a way that's like minimal editing, because I don't have the time to edit all of those videos that are all that long, Not like bit by bit. I would need to like have faith in my sound quality, that everything sounds good all the way through and that I don't leave in anything too obnoxious. If that makes sense, I need to pour out another Diet Coke and then fuck up this double quarter pounder here with extra cheese. I feel like I'm in like a very different mood for this video. I don't know if it's how good the food is or maybe this smoke inhalation outside is getting to my head. I think it's the food. It's a damn good batch of burgers. I was in such a rush to get to the food, I didn't even shave. I didn't shave in my video earlier today either, but yeah. Alright, a final boss burger time. It's definitely on par with the weight for that other one. Take a look at that. Take a look. Double quarter pounder, extra cheese. You can kind of see it there in the middle. I don't know where the extra piece goes, but 3 pieces of cheese. Whew. Let's finish this video off with a bang. Where's a good first bite? I think my favorite thing about the quarter pounder beef is that it's like, I don't know if it's the beef or if it's what they put on the sandwich. It's got a good extra bit of saltiness to it. McDonald's videos about how different the regular cheeseburgers are compared to the quarter pounder cheeseburgers. And how, I think almost all the time I prefer the quarter pounder, but they are just so much more expensive. The trade-off doesn't really feel worth it. It feels like it's a bit more of a, if you really need your comfort food thing, get it. But if you don't, go with the more budget option with the double cheeseburgers, because those double cheeseburgers, just the regular ones, are like $3. I noticed that there are a 50-cent difference between my two different McDonald's locations that I go to. I went to the more expensive one tonight. But I always, I get an itch for whichever kind I want, And I think this was a good spread, a good way to get a little bit of both. I don't ever really do that. I've done it one time ever, I think, and it was in that video I was talking about with the triple cheeseburger that looked insanely melty. That video I had a triple cheeseburger, probably with extra cheese, and a double quarter pounder with probably extra cheese. I forgot that I had even done like the same concept that I'm doing right now. It's a little bit less intentional back then, but it was like the same thing, except it had like nuggets and fries in it as well. And the fries, I'm just never gonna buy those again. And the nuggets, I was gonna do a nugget video tonight too. I just could not. I just didn't like the idea as much as this one, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying this though. It's nice to get a little bit of the heftier, more flavorful kind of burger, I think, in the mix alongside the sloppy kind of blander kind of regular burger. I mean, they're all amazing though, honestly. I'm enjoying this a lot. Let's finish up this double quarter pounder. Barely know her. I gotta say, I am really, you see my eyes are watering because I almost just choked and I coughed, but I didn't almost choke, it was like a tiny piece stuck in the back of my throat, but I really am noticing the extra cheese today. It's like very prominent to me. I don't know if it's just how well these are cooked. They got extra melty today, I don't know. I'm really, really noticing it. That was absolutely perfect, honestly. I think my only thing, I think I prefer the regular quarter pounder more than a double. I think I like the balance of like a quarter pounder with cheese. With extra cheese, I think. Or I think sometimes you get bites of the double quarter pounder because the patties are so thick and the cheese is so thin, where you get a bit too much meat with the double quarter pounder. Double meat is a little bit much sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. I don't care. This all cost like $18, by the way. That was a fun little idea. It's nice to have a little bit of an extra kind of thing to these videos. I don't want every McDonald's video or every other fast food video just to be the same meal over and over. I want to try to add something extra to it to make it a little bit different. But which is also why I want to like cut back on the videos aside from them being a bit invasive of my schedule to record. It would allow me to have a bit more free range of creativity, and if I'm recording less videos, I have a bit more wiggle room timing wise of where I'm willing to go to get some of these things as well. in the day I try to be very efficient, and sometimes these videos are the antithesis of efficient. Background's very dark today. Not sure why. It is nighttime, so there's no extra light in here, despite me having my two lights on. That one's actually kind of sitting kind of far back. It's kind of not even like lighting the right direction. It's kind of lighting upward at the moment, not in my face. But anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm glad that's all I got to. I was thinking I might need a little bit more, but I didn't. I did not need that. I did not. I ate that really, really, really fast as well. Order 1200. One double quarter cheese, extra American cheese, plain. I tell it to be plain twice. One cheeseburger, extra American cheese, plain. I tell it to be plain twice. One triple cheeseburger, extra American cheese, plain. If you didn't know, actually, I tell it to be plain twice. I actually, in the mobile app, I take every ingredient that I don't want off, and then I also click the button that says plain, and it tells it plain twice to make sure they get it into their heads that I want it fucking plain. Drive-through order number 1200. Name, Zach. July 17th at 2:54 a.m. I guess is when this was submitted. Maybe, yeah, that would make sense. I've been recording for about 35 minutes. This video is definitely not that long, but yeah, I think we'll mosey on out of here on that note, and good little shorter, fast-paced, kind of fun concept video. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad that I can wake up tomorrow and not need to immediately do a video. That's what I've been doing the last few days, trying to get a video up by 6 p.m., a reasonable time of day to upload. And I've been waking up and having to do stuff, and around that time, or around like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., so I've been cramping in my videos, and I don't like cramping. I like bulking and getting ahead, but these are very difficult videos to get ahead on, and they can get very behind very fast. So it would be nice to have this done and ready to be uploaded. It'll already be uploaded and ready to be scheduled and whatnot by the time I go to bed in a couple of hours, because it's 3:44 in the morning, and I'm not fucking going to bed yet because I slept really good last night, and I woke up at 2:30 in the afternoon, so. Let me know about the other ASMR stuff, like I was saying, the gaming and whatever, if you want to. Thank you and good night. Goodbye.